Moonlit secrets. In the sleepy town of Eldridge Hollow, the nights stretched long, thick with the whispers of the wind and the rustle of leaves. As the full moon rose high above the outskirts of the dense blackwood forest, 14-year-old Mia experienced an unsettling mix of thrill and fear. The townspeople had always warned against wandering too close to the woods. The legends of werewolves were woven into the very fabric of Eldridge Hollow, told around campfires and echoed through the stories of her childhood. One fog-laden evening, curiosity tugged at Mia's heart like the persistent chime of a church bell. The last will of her grandmother, a woman steeped in the town's lore, had come to light. The townsfolk said she vanished into the forest years ago, her last stellar nights spent feverishly studying the very creatures that haunted their dreams. Mia had opened the old trunk she kept in her room, strewn with faded notes and strange artifacts. Amongst them was a tattered journal, its pages yellowed and brittle. The last words scrawled, "What lies beneath the moonlight is not always what it seems." Her heart raced with the thrill of discovery, and she felt a magnetic pull to explore the dark forest that she had always considered off-limits. That night, she begged her best friend, Jake, to accompany her. They slipped out unnoticed, the moon a bright sentinel overhead, guiding their footsteps towards the mystifying woods. The trees loomed like ancient sentinels, their twisted branches clawing at the sky. The air soon grew heavy, thick with mist and an unsettling quiet. Every rustle sounded amplified, each shadow seemed to shudder and sway as if being alive. Questions filled Mia's head. Were werewolves real? The stories her grandmother told echoed in her mind. Cursed men roaming the earth, beasts shrouded in human skin. "Did you hear that?" Jake whispered, his wide eyes scanning the dark. Mia nodded, her heart thumping in her chest. Just then, a low growl rumbled from the depths of the forest, deep, resonant, and undeniably ominous. It sent shivers down their spines but ignited an adventurous fire. They pressed further in, with only the moonlight guiding their path. After weaving through underbrush and tangled roots, they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in silver light. In the center stood an ancient stone altar, covered in eerie carvings resembling wolves and humans entwined. Intrigued, Mia approached, brushing her fingers over the markings. They felt unnaturally warm, as if they held the breath of life. Just then, another growl erupted, this time closer, more violent, shaking the ground beneath them. It was accompanied by the sound of snapping branches and thudding footsteps. Panic set in as the dark creature emerged from the shadows. A beast, massive and monstrous, its fur dark as the night sky, eyes glowing like a pair of fireflies in the void. It opened its maw, revealing razor-sharp teeth glistening with anticipation. "Run!" Jake yelled, grabbing Mia's arm as they sprinted away, hearts pounding wildly in their chests. They dashed through the woods, leaving behind the altar and the terrifying growl, the echo of feet gaining on them with every step they took. Tripping over roots and gasping for breath, Mia felt the creature's presence pressurizing the air around her. They were dangerously close. Just when they thought they had managed to lose it, a familiar voice called out from the darkness. "Mia, Jake." Mia's heart sank as her pulse quickened. As that, her grandmother's voice resonated through the chill night air, laced with something unsettlingly wrong. They paused, disoriented. The voice was soothing and authoritative, yet it had a guttural undertone that felt alien. There stood a figure at the edge of the woods, cloaked in darkness. "Mia, come closer. I can help you." "Stay back," Jake shouted, clutching Mia's arm. The two of them hesitated, torn between the pull of familiarity and the primal instinct to flee. "I need you, my dear," the forest calls. "We have waited long enough." The beast's growl harmonized with her words as dark shadows flitted about her. Mia stepped forward, entranced, only to hear Jake's frantic whispers urging her back. "Don't listen to her, Mia. It's not her. It's..." With a sudden rush, the creature lunged into the clearing, silhouetted by the glow of the moon. Its howl echoed through the night, primal and mournful, as it closed its maw around the figure of her grandmother. With a frantic snap, the old woman transformed before them, skin ripping as the beast broke free. No longer the kind figure from her memories, the woman laughed, a howl mingled with mania and pain. Mia and Jake grasped each other tightly, choosing to run deeper into the shadows, leaving behind the shrieking echoes of laughter that carried into the night. They eventually escaped the wretched woods, panting and trembling at the edge of Eldridge Hollow. The moon hung higher, indifferent to their fears and struggles. They vowed never to return. As the sun began to rise, painting the sky with hues of lavender and gold, the legends of Eldridge Hollow grew etched into the hearts of the young. The tale of werewolves, and the haunting realization that darkness sometimes comes cloaked in loved ones. Mia's only inheritance was now one silver truth. In the deep woods under the light of a full moon, not all secrets of the past should be uncovered.